And your current leader, Ben Wallace, sits in that top spot here. We saw him in dirt earlier in the week. Kind of took it easy out there in the wind. And as you mentioned earlier, Chris, looking like he was definitely focused on park, and rightly so as he sits in that top spot.
And keep an eye on the lines that he does. He takes a totally different line than all of the other guys. He's doing different tricks, kind of a more natural bull style here. Tail up into that wedge feature. Working out that 720, he's got that so dialed. Beautiful 270 look back. Up and over the wedge spine. And there's that downside double tail, catching it nice and clean. I love the fast plant on the pole. And why not end things out with that 540 tire tap? Tooth over, I love to see it.
So there you go, that is 2 solid performances out of Ben Wallace. As I mentioned before, he owns 3 dirt medals, but he doesn't have any park medals. And he sits in the top spot for now.
Which is amazing to think about, because I've always considered Ben a much better park rider than a dirt rider. He just happens to have a couple medals under his belt in our dirt discipline, showing that corked out 720. Perfect transition. I love the downside fast plant on that pole. It's a rounded pole too, so making things extra difficult.
Yeah, if you go too far one direction or the other, and it is going to be lights out, but he's 2 for 2 on that one. We bring in Justin Dowell, that rough go, that first run. It's got him down in that number 10 spot as of now.
Effortless going over that hip, bar spin, catch, bar spin in the 540. Triple truck driver, easy as you like. Loving that look back in that flare. There's the twix that he wanted on that first run, getting it done in the second, hanging up a little bit, has to fight forward a little bit, but pulls it around. This is going to be a good score, Jimmy.
Down to the final couple seconds here. Justin Dowell puts it down here in round number 2.
Looks like he was just hanging on towards the end of that run, but he got it done. There's that 360 tail whip. Eyes up onto that wedge feature. The flare with the look back. And then let's check him out. That is a tail whip. And when you're midway through the tail, if you throw the bars, that's the only one of those you're going to see today. And you see it from Mr. Justin Dowell.
And it takes him from 10th, so he goes from worst to first and puts him all the way up in the top spot right there. Justin Dowell, your silver medalist in this event from X Games Chiba, now finds himself in the top spot. So it's Dowell, Ben Wallace, and Jose Torres now. Your 1, 2, 3. Dennis Henderson gets bumped down to that number 4 position. We bring in Rim Nakamura.
Rim is a little guy, but he can blast a quarter pipe. Bar spin in and out of that wall ride. Huge downside can on that transfer. I'm going to need another look at that last one. That looked like 4 bar spins to me. With the 720 bar spin over the box jump. Great run from Rim Nakamura right now. Can he hang on for the last 15 seconds? And you can hear from the crowd in the background that Rim is on one right now. All of his colleagues are excited. I'm excited. That was a full pull right there.
And you remember at the end of his first run, he kind of got lost a little bit there. Was kind of struggling to put something together for that last 7 or 8 seconds. But looking dialed and in control here in round number 2.
Check him out here. Bar spin, bar spin, bar spin. One more bar spin. Oh my gosh. 4 bar spins in one air. That's more bar spins than I've done all year. Check out, there's that 360 downside tail whip. I am so happy I'm not a judge. I wouldn't know what to do here.
Yeah, those guys have their work cut out for him. So Rim Nakamura jumps up into this silver medal position to Kevin Peraza. He sits at 8th place as of right now. But here he goes, full throttle.
Oh, you love to see it. Tail up across that pocket. Late tabletop out. And I love just listening to the other riders on the deck, cheering on their fellow competitors. These guys are all friends. They all get along. They all help each other out with their lines. And speaking of lines, Kevin Peraza's on one right now. Got a solid run going. Much better showing than his first visit to the course. I love the backflip 180 coming in backwards.
That to fakie over the hip at the end again. Improvement for sure from what we saw in round number 1. He was in 8th place pre-run there.
Well, I have a feeling he's not going to stay in 8th place for very long. Check him out. Tail up on this transfer. Snapping a nice table just to let the people know. Going backwards on this pocket. Solid riding from Kevin Peraza as always. And I love this. The backflip 180 landing backwards, reverting it back in on that box jump feature.
All right, so what's it going to be here for Kevin Peraza's second outing? Again, it's Dowell, Nakamura, and Wallace, your 1, 2, 3 as of right now. We are under 6 minutes left to go here in this jam session. So Kevin Peraza is going to jump up into 2nd place. So the trend continues here in round number 2. So your 2021 Park Gold medalist now finds himself in contention for a silver here in 2022. For now, back in Jose Torres. Jose was up there in medal contention, and after the shakeup that we saw in round number 2, he now finds himself 2 spots down in that number 5 spot.
Well, yeah, and he had some good visits to the course, too, so it's going to be interesting to see how he steps it up here for the 3rd round. Seems like he's just kind of sticking with the same line that he's been doing. Got about 15 seconds here. Is he going to shake things up? Is he going to do anything different to maybe impress the judges a little bit more? There's that worked out 900, 540 flare, whatever you want to call it. That trick is crazy.
So Jose Torres puts it together again here. Is it going to be enough to bump him back up into podium contention there?
Well, I don't think so, Jimmy, guys. I think his first 2 visits to the course were better than that one. I would have liked to see him step it up a little bit more for that 3rd round, but again, I'm not a judge, and I'm happy for that. Check him out, showing you that double tail up onto the wedge feature. Almost leaving the back wheel behind there, and then this just quirking out that 900. And again, some people call it a 540 flare. Catching perfect transition.
So it'll bump him up, but it's only going to be 1 spot, so not enough to get back into the medal count. Grand Prix, one of the oldest in all of racing, tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific on ESPN and the app. Our pre-race coverage begins at 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific.
Well, let's see if Dennis Anderson can be the Max Verstappen of today's park course here, Jimmy. Love that tabletop on that pocket transfer. Pocket wall ride.
Look at how fast he's got. He just flies through this course. Just flows so well.
And he keeps the speed going the entire time. Sending that straight double bar spin over the wedge spine. Sticking to the same double truck driver over the box jump. Kind of sticking to the same line he's been doing all day. Cannonball going backwards on the box jump. And then this. Oh, and he just hangs on to it. Wow, that was a great run from Dennis Anderson. Going to be interesting to see if that steps him up at all. Some people will say that the fakie is the hardest trick in BMX. And to do it at the end of your run like that is so risky. Showing you the straight double truck driver. Here we go. The toe jam coming in backwards, just fighting this rollback. How did he not slide out?
And that's a tall feature, and that's a lot of vert on that extension right there. And his reaction, that smile, says it all. He sits in that number 6 spot. What is this going to do? Again, no scores. That is a live ranking here. And that'll put him back into podium contention. That slides him into a silver medal position. So Dennis Anderson rises to the occasion here in the 3rd and final round. Kept looking in. 3rd and final attempt here for the UK's Declan Brooks.
Declan is on course. Lots of speed, lots of power, going coast to coast on that wall ride. First time we've seen someone do that today. Sticking with a similar run that we've seen. I think this is his best visit to the course so far. There's that 540 with a bar spin. Showing you the toboggan. Working out that 540 flare. Where's he gonna go? Front flip over that box jump feature. Yeah, this is definitely Declan's best visit to the course. Gonna be interesting to see if that steps him up on the leaderboard.
See Ryan Williams in the house right there. We'll see him in Dave Mira's BMX Park Best Trick later on in the weekend. We take a look at some replays here from Declan Brooks' last visit to the course.
Yeah, I love the flat spin 540 with the bar spin. And this ending things out with the front flip on the box jump feature. It's kind of like a transition to transition, not so much of a box jump, but these guys are using it more as their box jump.
Okay, as everyone nervously awaits, is it going to be enough here for Declan to crack into that top 3? He was in the number 8 spot. Followed by Kevin Peraza. Logan Martin, your defending champ from X Games Chiba, sits in the number 7 spot. Can he get in?
Did that triple tail whip on that transfer again. Tuck no hander to bar spin. Off and running. Working out that 720 with the bar spin. Backflip with the tail whip. About 15 seconds. He's slowing down just a little bit. Want to see him end with something big. There's that tail whip, the late bar spin. Running out of steam here a little bit, Jimmy. I don't know if this is going to be enough, but he settles it with the 540 flare.
On a small transition right there. Again, that is your current leader. That's Justin Dowell. The question is this going to be enough?
Come on, dude.
It's Dowell, Anderson, Peraza as we await the ranking here for Logan Martin, but let's take another look. Chris Doyle.
You see right here the triple tail up just dropping right in. Tons of speed, tons of height, catching it early. Eyes already on the next feature. Yeah, that was a good run from Logan Martin. Showing you that opposite tail up with the flare. And it's amazing. It's as if he's mid-trick and he's already thinking about the next one. That's the sign of a true champion right there.
Well, there's Logan Martin sitting next to your current leader as we await the ranking here. Is it going to be enough? And he does on the last run. Logan Martin puts himself on the top spot. Oh my goodness, it came down to that last round there, Chris Doyle, and he puts it down when it counts and takes home another gold.
Back against the wall, and he got it done. No one is safe when Logan Martin is in the contest.
Number 4, number 5.
So let's take another look at this last performance that netted him another gold, Chris.
We saw the triple tail up. We saw the opposite tail with the flare. Ending things out with a 540 flare right there.
So let's send it down right now to Victoria Arlen, who's with Logan.
Logan Martin, your 4th gold medal, but before we get into that run, can you tell us the crazy thing that happened to you earlier in the week?
So I got here on Sunday. I drove from LAX to Vista, and everything got stolen out of my car, my bike, all my clothes, passport. So it's been a chaotic week. My wife packed up another bike from home, all my clothes, sent it over here with Natalia, and then I had a bike to ride for Durton Park. It's been a crazy week.
Crazy week, but it ended in gold. How good does that feel?
So good, so amazing. They made me work for it out here. After my first run, I was sitting in 4th. Crashed obviously in the second run, but stoked to pull that third run and win another gold medal. This is my 4th on the park, 5th in total, so it feels so good.
Congratulations, Logan.
Thank you.
What a performance by him. That's 6 medals in 6 starts for Logan Martin there, Chris Doyle.